Hello, hello! Jeff Helvin here with Ballen Brands, and today we are talking about the NAR settlement that is no longer allowing us to display buyer's agent compensation in your IDX feeds, or in the MLS, therefore in your IDX feeds on the website. So one of the ways that we're able to combat this, and of course you'll always want to check with your broker and your local laws, but if you do have one of our brew websites, that's the Ballen Real Estate website, we have now installed a plugin, or can install a plugin if you have one of our previous versions, that allows you to control what listings are showing up on your website and a way to display that buyer's agent compensation. So I wanted to show you here just an example of how that works. So first we go here into your admin under listings, and this plugin actually allows you to display full featured listings if you'd like. So this here is an example of the listings plugin in action. I can click on the property. We've got some basic details there, and you can have some additional information, some photos. So this allows you to have like a full featured listing option. So in addition to that, we've now created a different page that allows you to display your buyer's agent compensation as well. So we're going to show you how that works here. So basically, it's just as simple as going into listings. We're going to click on the add new post. It's going to pull up a page that then allows you to fill out just a few details in order to have that display. So we have a title here, which is what shows up right here under where we mark it as address. We use the page title for that. So in this case, we could do 121 Avenue B, and then let's say particular area. All right, so that's all we need to have as far as this top section is concerned. And then down here we have all these different details. Now again, if you're going to use the full listing option like we have here, then of course you'll want to fill out each of those fields. You don't have to worry about the formatting of all of that. It's going to format it for you automatically. But if you fill out all of these fields here, then that will display as intended if you wanted to feature listings. If you're only going to use it for the buyer's agent compensation, then we can do it this way, where we're simply just adding a few details here. So we have the MLS number, then we have an MLS link. So if you wanted to link that to an actual page that has more information about the property, you can do that as well. And then we have the buyer's agent compensation. So this works, you're actually just putting percent, or you're putting a dollar amount. So if it's a flat dollar amount, I would just go ahead and type that in. If it's a percentage, I would type in the, let's say 3% with the percent sign, so that that's clear on what it's displaying. Now, those are the only fields that would be required, or that you'd need to fill out if you want to make sure that that page is filled out properly. So in this case, we'll just do a link, and there we go. Now, the only other things that you have is on the right-hand side. We just have these couple details. So we're going to set a listing image. So we'll just pull that out. Let's say it is this one here, set listing image. And then if I scroll down here on the right, there's property types. This allows you to actually have different types on the page. Right now I'm not using that feature in this demo. We have statuses, so you can have active, sold, coming soon. You can add new statuses right here on the fly. We're just going to go ahead and say active in this case. And then we have locations. So this allows you to actually set, right now we're just using one general default location, but this actually allows you to set multiple locations if you happen to serve, if you have a lot of listings that are in multiple areas. And then finally we have some features. So these are all some different things that we can customize further, but just in its simplest form, we're just putting a title up here, we're adding an image, we're marking it as active, and then we're just putting in these few pieces of information. So when I go ahead and click publish on that, that is now going to automatically update the compensation page that we have set up for you. So I can click here on buyer's agent compensation, I can reload this page, and you'll now see two different properties that we have on there just as an example. So it shows the featured image, it has the address here, whether it's active or what the status is, the MLS number, and then the compensation. So then we can just simply put a link on the top of the website. We can have a link in the navigation down at the bottom. We could have a big banner on the homepage if that's what you want to do and that's what's allowed in your particular market. We can have that there. We also could, you could set up a QR code that links directly to it. So if you're an agent that maybe wants to have your buyer's agent compensation publicly listed or easily accessible, you could actually do a QR code, maybe even on the sign, as a sign writer, something like that. These are all different options if allowed in your particular market. So just to show you one example of a page that's already filled out in more detail, this is someone, they have a little blurb up here at the top, and then of course we have the different areas. So like I mentioned, if you have different areas, you can have those separated out, and then we have, again, the address, it links to the MLS link, the status, the compensation for each one. So super easy. It is an extra step, but unfortunately the settlement allows us no other option than to manually do this. So this is a great way to work with what we currently have to deal with as real estate agents. So if you have any questions on this or anything else related to our websites or the plugins that we can install or how we can help you accommodate this, by all means, you can reach out to us at team@ballenbrands.com.